your 3 minutes of testimony. There is a timer on the table to help you follow when your time is up. If you go over, I will interrupt you, and I will try to be as kind and find a break as possible. I don't want to be rude. But just to let you know, we will be following closely with the 3 minutes, as we always do in this committee. All right, Mr. Jablonski.
Thank you, Madam Chair. My name is Daniel Jablonski. I'm a resident of Inglewood, Colorado, and I'm here representing myself and only myself. Guns are a very sensitive topic, I think, for everyone in this state. With respect to that, I've had friends who were shot and killed in Denver. I've had friends who were shot and killed in Centennial, and most recently, friends who were murdered in the Boulder shooting at King Soopers as well. That being said, to Mr. Corum's point, this is a constitutional right. If you refer back to a case called Murdoch versus Pennsylvania, that case specifically notes that a right cannot be licensed. That was a case about a religious group that was selling and promoting their religious materials, and I believe the state tried to license them to do such a thing, and the court shut them down because rights are not something that can be licensed in this country. So that's the main basis of what I'm here to talk about today, is that we are the militia that the Constitution speaks of. Does the sheriff need my fingerprints in order for me to come here and speak to you all today? Do I need to pay the sheriff in order to go out and vote? We send people out to do those things with much less education, and they have much greater effect on our society than people who are carrying firearms legally. If we look at areas with high gun control, Chicago is a popular place to always point to, but also our neighbors to the south in Mexico. Mexico has some of the strictest gun laws in the world, and they have one gun store on a military base in Mexico City, and that's not working out for them. That's not working out for the city of Juarez. That's not working out for the state of Zacatecas. Gun control is something that is counterintuitive, and as something that is clearly stated in our Constitution, this bill, this shouldn't even have to be a bill. This should be a guaranteed right that we should all have, unless pulled from us by convicted through due process. And that's all I have to say. Thank you, committee, for listening today.
All right, thank you, Mr. Jablonski. Other questions? Representative Boltor.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This question is for Mr. Jablonski. Now, you said that you, in your lifetime, have experienced a lot of loss at the hands of criminals. And I think you also pointed out that the criminals don't follow the law anyway. They've already broken the law, so they don't care about a permit or a license or complying with any regulations. And I didn't ask you or didn't hear if you were a concealed carry holder, but what I'd like for you to explain to me is, in the context of those people that lost their lives, this may be hard for you, so I'll apologize up front, but would have they been in a better situation, or would they possibly still be alive if it was open carry and they were carrying?
Representative Boltor, I am not sure that's a question that he can answer. You're asking him to make up a situation or an outcome that,
Well, let the witness through testimony decide.
All due respect.
I think the chair also gets an opportunity to weigh in on these issues. So, Mr. Jablonski, I will allow you to entertain the question, but I will note that you're just making stuff up, I suppose. Go for it.
All right. Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you, Representative Holder, for the question. In two of those situations, they were ambushed. I don't think either way would have made a difference, that there was a severe criminal element involved in both sides. That probably couldn't have prevented those two situations from happening. However, in the case of the Boulder shooting, I do feel that, somebody or somebodies with concealed weapons could have had the opportunity to stop that shooter. I am a concealed handgun permit holder. I am registered in Arapahoe County. And that, I worked at store 33 for 2 years prior to that shooting. And it hurts every day knowing that, especially knowing what I know about gun laws abroad. Particularly, I point to Mexico a lot because that is a place with very strict gun laws, and they exploit it. They exploit the criminal side of it, and they take it to their advantage. They take over governments. If the people have the right to protect themselves from that type of tyranny, then I think something like that could be prevented. And especially in the Boulder shooting, I mean that man worked his way from the outside in. Had there been somebody outside to at least provide a little resistance, that tragedy could have been much less. Much less.
Representative Bradfield.